Hey everyone, how are you doing? I am Coach T, Coach Kim, coming to you today just to put a message on your heart that was put on the mind. For this year, starting this moment, I want you to stop carrying the past around with you every day. I want you to stop allowing things that happened way back when, or even yesterday, affect what's going on with you today and on through tomorrow. It's time to make changes. It's time to be different. It's time to see yourself in a more positive light. It's time to see yourself walking into a way to where you want to be. And what I mean by that is you may not realize it, but every time that you keep replaying a moment in your head, something that lasted a long time, something that happened a long time ago, or something that happened in the past. And the past is anything from 5 minutes ago, just a minute ago, to your childhood. What happens is when you keep thinking about what happened, that thought keeps bringing the stress of that thought, the feelings of that thought, the emotions of that thought into right now. And the thing is that right now is not the same as back then. Right now, it's not the same as when it happened. And when you keep bringing that memory back into now, you're not allowing yourself to move forward. You're not allowing yourself to be different and get things differently. And I'm sure for you, every day, you want something to be different. You want something to improve. You want something to get better. You want to be happy. You want to be more peaceful. You want abundance. You want just something different. But you're not allowing that different thing to happen if you keep bringing the past till now. Let me give you some examples. So, say for instance, yesterday you woke up and you put on an outfit and you didn't like what you saw. And you're like, oh, I don't like this. Now, in your reality, in your feelings and your emotions, not liking that means you want something different. So what you want is you want to either look better in your clothes, you want your shape to look better, you want your health to be better, you want something about what you saw to be different. So instead of bringing that thought of I didn't like how I looked yesterday. I didn't like how I looked last week. I didn't like how I looked last year. Instead of keep replaying that thought in your head, instead think about what it is that you do want. I want to be healthier. I want to be more physically fit. I want to be whatever it is that you want to be. Only have that thought. Only have the thought that what you want in your brain so that that can be your focus on what to do, what to have, what to change, and where to go to. So anytime that thought comes up, and you have to do this by practice. You have to practice this in. You have to build that muscle, build that memory, build that momentum, build up those new emotions so your body can have something new to go on to give you some new experiences and some new outcomes. So instead of thinking, I didn't like the outfit I had on or I didn't like how I looked, think more of let this thought come into your head. And if that thought does come to your head, just say, no, I understand that, but so now what do I want? Okay, I want to exercise a little bit more. I want to walk a little bit more. I want to eat differently. I want to eat healthy. What is it that you want? I want to feel better about myself. I want to like myself when I look at myself. I want. Only think about what you want, but in a positive way. Don't hold on to the negative things. Don't say, I want to not look like that anymore. I want to I don't know, something in a negative kind of tone, don't let that. Because if you see how my face changed, if you think about something that you don't like, that's what you don't want. You want to think about something that makes you smile. I want to look good. I want to feel good when I see myself. I want to feel like I'm doing something when I see myself. And just keep those positive thoughts in your head, in your focus, in your path. All right. Now, this can go for everything. This can go for anything. This can go for a job. Every morning we wake up and don't like the job that we go to. And you can be like, oh, I can't stand this job. Oh, I don't like this job. I don't like this. I don't like. So change those thoughts, practice changing those thoughts into what it is that you do want. So instead of saying, I don't like that job, I don't like the people, I don't like this, I don't like that, all the negative stuff, say, what do I do? What do I want? I want a job that pays this. I want a better job that does that. I want a job where I'm happy. I want a job that I want to go to. Oh, I don't want a job. I want my own business. I want in a positive way. So let your mind think about that instead. I want to learn how to make 6 figures in a year. I want to learn how to make $10,000 a month. I want to learn how to do this. I want to learn how to do this new skill. I want to get up and enjoy what I'm going to do today. I want to da 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 da. Whatever it is, keep that thought in your mind. So again, if those other thoughts come in your head, don't beat yourself down. If your thought goes automatically negative, don't blame your thoughts for being there because you allowed them to be there. But be gentle on yourself. Don't hurt yourself either. Well, not hurt yourself, but don't beat yourself down because why do you keep having these negative thoughts? Because unfortunately, this is what you allowed to happen consciously, unconsciously. This is what your life is known to be patterned to do. So now you have to teach it and have the patience to teach it to do something different. So each time the old thought comes up, like, you know what? I don't want that anymore. I understand that's what we used to do. I understand that's how we used to work, but we don't work that way anymore. We're doing something different now. We're going to do something different. We're going to do something more positive. And go ahead and move something more positive. Go ahead and think more positive thoughts only of what you want in a positive way that can make you feel good and give you the encouragement and momentum to do it. All right? So this is my message for you today. Stop letting the past affect where you are now. Stop letting the past keep affecting your future. Because what happens, and I heard this not too long ago, and it was the most beautiful thing. Oh, it was the most beautiful thing. By you keeping your past negative thoughts here, by you keep remembering all those things that used to was, whatever, what happened before, you are turning what was supposed to be a season into a cycle. Think about that. When that thing happened and you didn't like it, that happened because that was a knock at your door. The door being your conscious mind. That was a knock to your conscious mind that this is something I don't like. This is something that needs to change. This is something that needs to be different. So when that thought came to your mind, that was a constant. That was not a constant. That was a knock at your door to say, hey, you don't like this. So change this. So at that moment, when you get that realization that you hit something you don't like, that's your time and sign to change it. Now, what happens is, if you don't change it, and all you keep doing is living your same life, and going on and bringing that memory back in, and just keep thinking about that memory, and just keep doing the same thing. Now, instead of that being a season, because if you would have changed that, that would have stopped it, let it be there, let it stay there, and that would have left it as a season. So now you're onto a new thing, now you're into a new season. But you didn't stop it, so now it's not a season. Now it's a cycle. Because now it keeps happening and keeps happening and keeps happening. And that's why in relationships, a lot of times, you get the same old relationships. You come out of one, you think you're going to meet somebody new and different. And they're not different. They start off differently because they feel the momentum of, because in your mind you think, I want something new. I want this, I want that. So you get something new. But then the old shows up. Why does the old show up? Because somewhere back in your mind, you said, or you still thinking about that old stuff that happened in that past relationship. It can be the last one, the one before that, or the one before that. You thought about something that happened that you didn't like. And you keep having thoughts and memories about what you didn't like about that last one. So since you didn't like that, now by having that thought, you've now brought that energy into right now. That energy said, oh, okay, you called me out. Okay, here I come. I'm showing up. Here I am. You want me? You thought about me. You want me? Here I go. And so now it's in your current reality. Now what's supposed to have been a season is now a cycle. So now you got to release that pattern here. Change it. Change the thought. What do I want? He or she did this to me. He or she did that to me. He or she did that to me. I didn't like that. So what do I want? What do I like? What do I want? And think about that. Okay, so forget that. That happened then. I'm going to leave those thoughts alone. I'm going to leave those memories alone. I'm going to train myself to not remember that stuff anymore. But instead, what am I going to do? I'm going to think about what I want. What do I want? In this relationship I have now, what does it give me that I like? What does it give me that I enjoy? All right, cool. Let me be grateful and keep those grateful memories in my head. Now, adding on to that, what is it that I want? What do I want to replace from what I didn't like? That memory that keep coming up, how do I want to replace that memory for something that I like? And think about what you want. And only keep those thoughts in your head. And what'll happen is those old memories will keep coming up because that's the practice that they know of. They only know to keep showing up because you brought them there. So you have to teach them, stop showing up, stop showing up. Because I'm not there anymore. I don't want that anymore. Stay over there because that you were a cycle or you were a season. I'm sorry to say you were a season that was supposed to be a cycle. No, yeah, you get what I'm saying. Stop showing up because you were supposed to be a season and you turned into a cycle, and I don't want that cycle anymore. So now I'm going to think new thoughts, and you don't have to say all this in your head. I'm just telling you how to train yourself and how to get yourself to think differently. Get into the practice of thinking differently, because what can happen is that old thought will show up and it'll make you think that you haven't changed. It'll make you think things can't change. It'll make you think that you can't be different and you can't move forward. But the honesty is you can. And the way you do it is by stop allowing those thoughts to come in. Stop allowing those thoughts to come in and stay. When those thoughts come in, say, go back and keep training yourself to go forward. When you first learned the bike, you didn't learn it in day one. If you know how to ride a bike, you didn't learn it in day one. You kept practicing it to do it. Tying your shoes, you didn't know it in day one. You kept practicing until you got it. This is the same thing. This is a muscle. This is a muscle. You didn't get to those negative thoughts. That negative thing didn't continue to happen all at one time. It happened over time. So you have to teach it to we're not doing that. We're going to do something different. No. We're not going to do that. We're going to do something different. And keep only thinking about what you want in a positive way. I hope this helps you. I intend this helps you in the most beautiful and positive way. If there is something that keeps playing in your head and you can't seem to get it out or get past it or figure out how to get past it, leave a comment in the comments below. Let me know what you need help with. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you just can't get over, and I can make a video specifically for that. All right? So if you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Any other way, day, or time. This video comes to you in love, light, and lots of healing. Until the next video that I'll see you in, be blessed.